Hello, brothers and sisters. I hope all is well. Hope you're having a fabulous day. It's cold here today. That's the story of my life, living in Canada. High five. And grateful as always. Did you rake in those blessings? Thank you so much for all the comments of claiming that. Because we do need to claim our blessings every day. Let's get on to this. Let's see what we got today. We're doing number 10. Ooh. That's a nice shiny one. That looks like that's the labradorite. Yeah, that might be the labradorite. We'll see later. Let's read it. A powerful crystal that can help balance the third eye chakra, promoting self-discovery, intuition, and spiritual growth. And I'm all about the whole spiritual growth thing. And intuition? Well, you know how I feel about that. We always got to listen to our intuition. Okay, let's see what the cards will get us today. This is Ask Your Guides. Oh, my feet are still cold. All right, guides, what do you have for us? Opposition. Natural spirits. Let's see. And it's okay to have an opposition. Right? Absolutely. Let's see. 49. That's 45. Concession, fairness, democracy, and neutrality. There you go. Your natural spirits remind you that no one is entirely good or bad. Every person has their own version of reality, which may not necessarily agree with yours, and that's so true. Even our siblings have a different version of what our parents are like, right? You have to understand that we have beliefs and stuff that maybe our siblings don't have in regards to our own parents. And that's with anybody, really. Instead of arguing or feeling wronged by someone who refused to see your point of view, open your mind and consider theirs. Yes, I don't believe in the whole arguing thing. I really don't. What you need to do is just be open to listening to what other person's belief is. And I mean, you do not have to believe what they believe. You can just take it at face value, right? See the balance of light and shadow and flexibility and hostility in all, including yourself. Although it's easy to feel indignant and defensive toward the one who opposes you, the truth is that no one is trying to harm you. Instead, your detractor simply supports their own interests and priorities, which are different from yours. Yes, and we're all allowed to have different opinions. Rather than reacting emotionally with argument, attack, or invalidation, seek to understand your opponent instead. Be mindful not to be overly self-centered and self-protective. Be fair-minded and relax your stance. Yes. Because we're not always right, you know? Just got to remember that. And they're not always right either. But, I mean, we have different beliefs. And that's what makes us unique. Recognize their humanity and not just the part that opposes you. For example, what are your opponent's priorities? What are their needs? What might they fear in you? This standoff between you can be softened if you consider their motives as well as your own. Gain insight into your common interest. From there, you can move ahead. Absolutely. Because we can still learn from one another, you know? We don't have to fight with one another. Unity is the best policy, my opinion. Compromise. Let your higher self communicate with your opponent's higher self rather than antagonize their ego with some combativeness. Allow your nature spirits to ease the tensions between you. They will cool the hostile air and calm the ground under your feet so you both feel more stable and secure. There is an acceptance solution to this impasse if you ease your position and lighten your heart. Absolutely. Lighten it up. Your natural spirit's message to you. Accept that your interests are no more or less important than those around you. So the only way to achieve resolution is through understanding and compromise. And we do have to have understanding, and we do have to have compromise. And we as well need to have some empathy. You know, get that all up in there. That's a nice card. You know, just telling it like it is. Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's see what these cards have to say. All right, let's give for the collective. Let's give a card for the collective. Higher power. We talk about that a lot on these videos because we need to rely on our higher power. Our higher selves will tell us things that we may not know right now, right? And if somebody is opposing what you're saying or you're opposing what somebody else is saying, reach to your higher power. Let's get on that boat. All right, 4. Oh my goodness, taking me a minute here to get to the page. Oh, come on. There we go. Essential meanings. Consciousness, connect with the higher power. The presence of the divine. Seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. And if you haven't committed to a partnership with spirit, you better get on that. Because we're going to need our spirit more and more as the years go on. The Oracle's message. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. Absolutely you are. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you could ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed, not divided. No, we're not divided. We're coming together. I'll read that again. You are always protected and divinely directed. That's better, isn't it? Relationship message. It's time to address how much effect you give to your relationship. Why am I not reading this right? You know, we're a metro. See? Mercury retrograde, which our communication gets all stumbled upon. Are you feeling those effects? Let me know in the comments. Oh my goodness. I'm going to start again. It is time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is the #1 priority. The appearance of this card can also indicate that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to growth and evolution. Yes. We are always essential to each other for growth and evolution. We teach each other so much. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. Prosperity message. Sometimes your work just flows through you. Ideas come rushing in and inspirations bubbles up from a well-sprung spring you didn't even know you could access. When you enter agreements, begin projects, and negotiate deals with spirit as your partner, you will always succeed. So always count on your spirit when you're doing things in your own life. Let your higher power lead. The synchronicities and intuition nudges you feel will help you see which way you are being pointed, giving you confidence to move forward in a right direction. Don't forget to give credit where it is due. You wouldn't be successful without Spirit's guidance. Humility will serve you well when this symbol appears. Humility will serve you well when this symbol appears. Yes. And you do get nudges from the spirit world. Like it could be sequence of numbers. It could be something you were thinking about just the other day, and then all of a sudden it just shows up, you know. Even sometimes when I find nickels and dimes, that's a significant something to me. You know what I mean? We definitely have something that will let us know and nudges in the way we need to go. Pay attention. Protection message. Now is the time to examine what you're giving energy and attention to in the back of your mind. Don't overthink. If you're obsessing about being right, about old resentments or failed expectations, about money or about any other person, place, or things, these will be the source from which you create. But you want Spirit to be your source. So don't think of all those other things. Just think of Spirit and bring Spirit in. Take heart, for your higher power will never desert you and is always waiting for you to remember the sacred partnership you share. Turn away from other sources of power that don't serve your highest good. There is no greater source than Spirit. You can always surrender your troubles and trust that they will be taken care of and you are in good hands. Let's do it. Let's rely on our higher power. And make sure you listen and make sure you're seeing with your eyes. And you feel it too. I know I do. Anyways, I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. I am so, so grateful. And I'm loving all the comments. And we'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And comment, of course. And sending love and light. Bye for now.